What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Color Nation Media, bringing you another episode of Pokemon Y. Today's episode is number 39, and we just have to explore the Corway Hotel. That's our last thing that we have to do in this town. And then the majority of this episode is going to be on Route 19, because 19 is a huge route. It is ridiculous how big it is. So we're going to be doing lots of exploring there. That is the game plan for this episode. We want to try to get all the way to Snowbell City if possible. We did pick up TM55 from that little kid there. That is Scald, so that's a very important TM. It has a lot of use competitively, and it's just overall just a great move. 80 base power, 100% accuracy, 30% chance of burning. Just a great move. There's also going to be Mr. Bonding up here as well. And I believe he gives you this stealth power, which allows you to escape from, not escape from wild Pokemon, but it's kind of like, it's kind of like a pseudo repel. It kind of makes it so that you have a lower chance of running into wild Pokemon while you're in a grass or cave or whatever. So that's pretty cool, I guess, if you're into that sort of thing. Now, before we get too far into the episode, I would just like to remind you guys of our like goal for this video. It's going to be 50 likes as usual, so if you could be so kind as to click that thumbs up button right below this video, I would really appreciate it, and, you know, all that good stuff. You guys know the deal by now. You know how it goes. So, is there anything else that we have to do here? I feel like there's like a waterfall. Oh, there, okay. Waterfall. I don't know. I thought there was somewhere you could surf, but like I wasn't sure exactly what it was, and then I was like, oh, it's a waterfall, but I had to check, and it is. We need a waterfall to be able to get the item that's up there, so it's pretty much useless. I think we're actually going to get the HM for waterfall in this episode, but we're not going to be able to do a whole lot with it because we need the 8th gym badge, and we actually have to go onto Route 20 because the gym leader is not going to be in the gym, so it's going to be a whole big thing. I don't think we're going to be even getting to the gym leader even at the end of next episode. I'm hoping we can get to the gym by the end of the next episode, but I don't think we'll actually have our 8th badge by then. So, we have stuff to do. We have lots of stuff that has to be done. We're up against a Hex Maniac here. We've got Aurorus out front because we need to catch up as far as the levels go. My other Pokemon are all at like level 60, 61 in that range, and Aurorus is only at level 58, albeit almost at level 59, but not quite there. Whiskers is growing up to level 61, which is fantastic, and we're just destroying these Pumpkaboos. This one's a little bit bigger than the first one, I think, unless I'm just crazy. But yeah, it's Ghostin, grass typing. I don't know what I almost said. I almost said something that wasn't a word, but that's not something that you guys should be unfamiliar with, because I always just say things that are just honestly not words. I just make up things as I go along, and that's just the story of my life. So those Pumpkaboos went down pretty easily. We gained an okay amount of experience from them. Not great, but it was something. And I probably should be using repels here, otherwise I'm just going to run into 5,000 wild Pokemon, and I'm not really interested in that, and I know you guys aren't either. We're not going to get anything done if we're just battling wild Pokemon and running away the whole episode. That's no fun. Route 19 takes long enough as it is to get all the items and battle everybody and do all that stuff. There's so much going on in this route because it's a double-decker basically. There's the lower part and then there's the upper part where we started. So there's all kinds of things happening. So many things. So we're up against Rangers Ivy and Auric. Tauros and Miltank are what we're up against. We've got Shinobi and our Aurorus out here. And these things are at level 58. We're going to get intimidated by the Tauros, so our attack drops, but that doesn't really mean anything. We can go for an Ice Beam. Obviously, we're going to go for that on Tauros because Miltank has the thick fats, and that would be really bad to do that. We could go for the Rock Smash because that would be super effective, but I don't know if that's the best play. Surf would be super effective on Aurorus, and it hits everybody on the field. So we have to go for the extra sensory. We'll go for that on the Tauros as well since it's more of a threat. There is the Swagger. So we're really playing that game. We're going to get swaggered, and hopefully Aurorus can break through and actually attack. Oh, Wake Up Slap, that's 4 times effective. That does about 50%, and we're confused, but we do break through, so this Tauros is no more. Goodbye, Tauros. But another Wake Up Slap is going to kill Aurorus, unfortunately. And I don't think we can one-shot this thing with an extra sensory, so we might want to switch out. We're going to switch into Golurk, predicting another Wake Up Slap there, and that way it will be immune and all that jazz, and we can go for an extra sensory on the Miltank and hopefully get it down to about half health. in that range so we can kill it off the next turn. So in comes the Golurk, and I really want to see that wake-up slap on the Golurk. Come on, Miltank, you know you want to. That doesn't even do half. And she goes for the wake-up slap on the Greninja. That is absolutely terrible. Even if I stayed in, though, I probably would have hit myself in confusion, so it's not like I lost that much from it, but still, it's a little bit frustrating. Let's go for the extra sensory. It still survives, goes for another wake-up slap on the Greninja, so we are down to like 25% of our health, and this is just not fun. Not fun. We are getting smacked around by this Miltank. Thankfully, a heavy slam is going to finish it off. Thank you, Golurk, for getting rid of that stupid cow. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hawlucha, growing up to level 49. Of course, that doesn't mean anything because it is our HM slave. And we don't care about our slaves. We really don't. We don't care about the HM slaves. It's really not that important at all. I probably should heal up, shouldn't I? Let's go ahead and break in that Moo Moo milk. I probably should be boycotting this after what Miltank just did to my team. But, oh well. I'm going to try to be the bigger person here. That's what it is. So we have a swimmer that we have to fight. I'm guessing there's some kind of item over here that she's guarding. That's usually how these things work. And her name is Coral. Oh, how interesting is that? How ironic. So we have Auroras out here. I think we actually outspeed Stunfisk. I mean, we should because we're 7 levels higher than it, and Stunfisk is pretty slow. We do, and Ice Beam is going to be super effective. I don't know that Stunfisk can live this, and nope, it cannot. So that's a bit unfortunate, I guess, for my opponents. I don't know. Why would you only have one Pokemon and have it be a Stunfisk? Why would you do that? I mean, I know Stunfisk is powerful, but come on. You have to give it some support. Can't do everything on its own. Can't do everything. Alright, so we have a rare bone down here, which is pretty much the same as a nugget, basically. It doesn't really have any use, but you can sell it for a lot of money. I don't know if it's the same as a nugget. I think it is, though. I think it's 5,000. That's how much you sell a nugget for. So, did I battle you? No, I did not. Alright, it's Pokemon Ranger's duty. Okay, I don't care about your duty. Haha, duty. But we're going to get into a battle with her here, and her name is Clementine. Interesting. Alomomola. Cannot stand this Pokemon. Actually, no, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I think I just don't like it because of the way people use it competitively. They, like, just use it for toxic wish stalling. It's the only thing that they do with it. It's a little bit ridiculous. But there's no reason to get salty about something as silly as that, especially when I'm not even playing competitively right now. I don't know. I guess I've just had bad experiences. Oh, well. 2 Thunderbolts is going to be enough to finish off this Alomomola. And we didn't really take any damage from that either, so that was just absolutely fantastic. Fantastic. We are just mowing down the trainers left and right here. But I do think we will be able to reach Snowbell City. I think it's just going to be like a longer episode. The last couple have actually been a little bit of a longer episode. Longer episodes, I should say. It was supposed to be plural. But apparently I cannot English. Most of the time, that's how it is. But yeah, the last couple of episodes have been like 25-ish minutes, I think. Something like that. It's probably what this one's going to end up being, so that's fine. That is absolutely fine. No one's going to complain about longer videos, I hope. I mean, people do, but for the most part, most of you guys seem to like longer videos, so there's nothing wrong with that. And we're going to get paralyzed by this Emolga on the first turn due to discharge. It is a 30% chance, though, so we can't get too mad at that. But the Ice Beam is going to finish off this Emolga, and by finish off, I mean just kill it in one shot, which it kind of deserves after that paralysis. And Grumpig's going to be coming in next. I don't know that I want to stay in on that, so we're going to switch out to our Golurk because we should be able to outspeed and Shadow Punch it to death and hit it on its weaker, physically defensive side. And we are 10 levels higher, so we better be able to one-shot this thing. It's still faster. Oh my goodness. Golurk, why are you so slow? You are 10 levels higher than this Grumpig, and you cannot outspeed it. At least you can one-shot it with a Shadow Punch, but oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I mean, I know I'm not invested in speed at all. I think I super trained this in just HP and attack, but still, you should be able to outspeed something that you're 10 levels higher. I mean, it's not like Grumpig is crazy fast. We do have Hawlucha with us here, so we should be able to push this to where we need it to be in the ground over there to get whatever that item is. Can we not push it upwards? Alright, there must be a rock in the way or something. I don't even know what's going on. Let's push it down. Ah, that's what's in the way. Alright. Now it makes sense, and we can push it over, and then we can push it up, and then we can push it over again. It's going to be a fun time. No, we need to push it up once more. There we go, and over one more time, and fantastic. All of that for a toxic plate. I don't know if that was worth it, but it does increase the power of poison-type moves, very similar to the Poison Barb, and yeah, that's pretty much the only use for it, other than turning Arceus into a poison type, which I don't know if that's really something that you want to do. I don't know. I wouldn't know. I mean, poison really isn't the best typing. I know that fairies are a thing. That's a little bit of a better typing this generation, but still, I don't know that much about Arceus, to be honest, because I never play Ubers. I just don't. I don't use legendaries, and I don't play Ubers. I mean, I could use legendaries in non-Ubers matches because they're like littered throughout all of the tiers, but I just don't. I don't know. That's just not something I enjoy doing. So that's just, I don't know. It's a little bit weird, but that's what I do. Anyway, we have Shinobu. I'm guessing that's how you say that. Anyway, he's a ranger, and we are in a battle with him here. And he has a Zangoose at level 51. This will definitely outspeed us, but we should be able to kill it in one hit with an Ice Beam. He's going to go for the taunt, as if we were going to try to, like, T-Wave him or something. But this should one-shot because Zangoose is very frail. And he... Oh, no, he's going to survive this Stab Ice Beam. Okay, I don't know. I underestimated you. He goes for the X-Scissor. Thankfully, it wasn't Brick Break because that probably would have killed with Zangoose's amazing attack stat. So we can finish him off with an Ancient Power. It would be really great if we could get the boost, but I don't know if I've ever gotten the boost since I taught Ancient Power to my Aurorus. And actually, was it even an Aurorus? I don't think it was. I think it was an Amara when it learned it. I don't know if I've ever gotten the boost. Anyway, Beartic is coming in here. We should be able to outspeed that because it's pretty slow and we have the level advantage. So an Ancient Power is Stab. It's super effective and he still survives. Goes for the Blizzard, connects with it. But that's going to be not very effective because that is the Ice typing's only resistance is other Ice type moves. Because Ice is just probably the worst defensive typing in the game. It's weak to Stealth Rocks, and it's just got all kinds of things that it's weak to. I mean, Steel, Fighting, Rock, Fire, all of these things, and the only thing that it resists is going to be the Ice type. So that's unfortunate. It's really, really unfortunate. But at least we got out of that battle virtually unscathed. We'll see what this berry is over here. It's going to be a Yachi Berry. Yachi Berry, that is for Ice type moves, so you see those a lot in the competitive metagame. Well, not a lot, but you do see it on like Dragonite sometimes Garchomp, those kinds of things. We're going to pick up TM number 36 right here between the rocks. It's going to be Sludge Bomb. So that has 90 base power, I believe, 100% accuracy, 30% chance to poison. So that's pretty darn cool if you ask me. Pretty darn cool, especially with all the fairies running around. There was a netball in the rock down there. I don't know if I'll ever use that, but netballs are pretty cool because when you get the boost, I think it's more effective than an Ultra Ball, actually. It's like 3 times what a Pokeball's chances are to catch a Pokemon, and it's only effective on water and bug types. So it's an interesting little thing. There's a Sky Trainer over there, and I obviously don't want to do that because I only have Hawlucha, and Hawlucha, no. Hawlucha's not going to do so well against level 50 plus Pokemon when it only has HM moves. That's just... no, that's not going to work out too well. So there is an item over here, and I do want to grab it. There's no hidden items. It's just going to be an HP up, so that just increases HP EVs. And I will probably sell that, to be honest, because, I mean, you don't really need those this generation. It's just not really necessary at all when you can do Horde battles, or you can do Super Training, or whatever. There's just no reason for the vitamins unless you want to just speed up the process. But still, I mean, they're expensive, and I don't know, I'm just rambling here. We're up against a Fairy Tail girl. She's going to start off with Mr. Mime. We have our Aurorus, and what can we go for? Unfortunately, we can't attack it on its weaker physical side, but we can just go for an Ancient Power, as this Mr. Mime is going to roleplay to copy our Refrigerate ability. So if it knows any normal type moves, are going to get boosted by 30% and change to an Ice type. Ancient Power does well over half. And we can I mean, I don't know if Thunderbolt would kill, so I'm just going to go for another Ancient Power. There is the Psychic, so that first turn roleplay was absolutely useless. And there we go. Ancient Power will finish off the Mr. Mime. You know what I really want? What I really am looking forward to is for when Aurorus's, Dream World, or hidden ability, I guess. It's not Dream World anymore, but its hidden ability gets released because it is Snow Warning, so we'll have another Pokemon that can induce hail. And I think that will actually give it a little bit more of a use as far as competitively speaking. Anyway, the Azumarill goes down in one hit to that T-Bolt. Aromatisse is coming out next, and we pretty much cannot kill it in one hit with anything. I have nothing on my team that can one-shot it. I'm going to go into the Haxorus here, even though I'm weak to Fairy, because I have at least the Poison Jab to hit this thing super effectively. It's only level 49. I still don't know if we can one-shot it, though, because Aromatisse has such a crazy high HP stats. Oh, it is going to one-shot it. Fantastic. Its physical defense might be lower than its special defense. I really don't know, to be honest. It looks like something that would be a special defender, but I haven't really used Aromatisse a whole lot, to be honest. In fact, I've never used it competitively, so I don't really know what its stats look like too much. I just know that it has a lot of HP, and it tends to be a defensive Pokemon. But, yeah, so there's an item over here in the center that I would like to grab. Let's see what it is. It's going to be a Max Revive. All right, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad at all. Definitely put that to good use, and we've already been to the other side of this little gap, so there's no reason to go over there. We're just going to head across this bridge, and we are going to be stopped by our friends in our little group. Not Serena, but all of the rest of them. Hey, do you know what's about to happen? Of course, that's right, we're going to battle. We are Pokemon trainers after all, so we kind of get ambushed by Shauna here and are forced into a battle. She's going to have 3 Pokemon. 3 Pokemon. She's going to start off with Delcatty, and just pure normal type, so we don't have too much to worry about. I mean, Delcatty really isn't that strong. It's pretty frail, to be honest. It probably will be faster than us. Oh, it's not. It's only level 49. What am I saying? I thought it was at 59, but that would be crazy. It just straight up dies to that Ice Beam, so it gets outsped and one-shotted by an Aurorus. That's pretty sad. Goodra's coming out next. Well, that's not good, but we're going to go into Haxorus. We should definitely outspeed. We can hit it on its weaker physical side. Dragon Claw, that should be a one-shot. I'm thinking. Thing's at level 49. 49. So that is pretty cool, I guess. Let's go for that D-Claw, not give it a chance to do any kind of shenanigans. Not interested in that. Goodra going down, and then her starter will be coming out next. So this battle already is almost over. Whisker is growing up to level 62, even though I haven't used you in like 3 episodes. But whatever. Delphox is coming out next. And I guess we can send out our starter because we actually have the type advantage. And we should be able to one-shot Delphox in one... We can one-shot it in one hit. That was what I was actually trying to say there, but that's a little bit redundant. Why would I have to say that you can one-shot it in one hit? It's like saying, oh, you can 3-shot it with only 3 hits. How about that? That's kind of how it works. That's why it's called a 3-shot or a one-shot. Anyway, we do one-shot the Delphox with the Surf. And that's going to be it for Shauna's Pokemon. That was pretty easy, but we did get 10,000 Poké-Dollars from that battle, so that's pretty cool. And we're about to have to battle, who? Who is it? Trevor and Tierna. Okay. I wasn't sure which one was first, but I know we have to battle both of them. So I believe we get our Pokemon healed up at some point, but it looks like not right now. Maybe after all of these battles. Anyway, we're up against Tierno first, and he has his pretty awesome Vanillite t-shirt. Looking good. He starts off with Talonflame. And we've got our Aurorus out here. Talonflame can't do a whole lot to us. And I do have 1 Ancient Power left, so I'm going to use it here because it will take out this thing in 1 hit. There's the Acrobatics. Not very effective. Does absolutely nothing. And Talonflame is going down. This thing's at level 48, so 1 level lower than Shauna's first Pokemon. But Tierno's not supposed to be a very good battler. He just kind of like dances around all the time. It's all he's really good for, so his Pokemon really are not that good. We can keep Aurorus out here as Roserade comes in. We are weak to grass, but we also have the Ice Beam, which is going to be super effective. Ooh, can we take a Petal Dance? I wasn't thinking that this thing was going to outspeed, and we barely take it with 25 HP remaining. It's level 49. Roserade is going to go down to that Ice Beam because of a crit. I don't think that mattered. Roserade does have more special defense than physical defense, but the level difference is a little bit too much, I'm thinking. Crawdaunt coming out next. Aurorus obviously cannot take that on at all. We can pretty much go into anything here. Crawdaunt is also very frail. I think what I want to do is go into Haxorus because I'm pretty sure I can one-shot it with a Dragon Claw or an X-Scissor, because X-Scissor is actually going to be super effective due to its dark typing. Anything to keep Aurorus out of the battle here, because it's going to get one-shotted at this point with like 25 HP left. Let's just go for that X-Scissor, and that's going to be it for Crawdon. This thing's at level 52, though, so that's a powerful Claudina, if I do say so myself. And hopefully we can get healed after this battle, because otherwise we're just going to have to switch right out when we start the battle with Trevor, because Aurorus is going to get taken out in one hit. Wow, Tierney asking for a battle. Geosenge made me think if Seameister hadn't been there, everything would have been worse. I really don't care what he has to say. It's great when Pokemon trainers like us can understand the hearts of others. And now we have to battle Trevor, and he does heal up our Pokemon, so we should be fine in this battle. Should definitely be fine. Trevor was never the greatest trainer either. None of these trainers are anywhere near as good as Serena is. So he's going to start off with Raichu, and that's definitely going to outspeed an Aurorus, that's for sure, even though it's at a much lower level. It's only at level 49, so we have a 12 level advantage on it. I think what I want to do is switch into Golurk, though, because I should be able to soak up any electric type moves and then one-shot it with an EQ. He's going to go for the T-Bolt. That does not affect Golurk, and now we can just go for the Earthquake. I don't want to do anything that would make physical contact because it has the static. And with my luck, that would go off the first turn. I don't even know what Raichu went for. I missed what the text said. But obviously it didn't really do that much. Golurk is growing up to level 63. And Shinobi's growing up to level 63 as well. Hawlucha's grown up to level 51. Didn't realize how high Hawlucha was. Florges is going to be his next Pokemon. So we want something that's going to attack on the physical side because of how much special defense this thing has. So I think I want to go into Haxorus. And again, I know that Dragon does not match up well against Fairy, especially this thing being at level 51. Well, I mean, it's higher than his other Pokemon, but it's really not that high. We can just go for the Poison Jab. It's going to be super effective, and Florges really does not have good physical defense at all, so it's just going to go down to that pretty easily. And I think even if it was at a few levels higher than that, I think it still would have been a one-shot. Aerodactyl is going to be his last Pokemon. This thing is fast as anything. So I think what I want to do here is go into Aurorus. I know it's going to outspeed and I'm weak to rock, but I should be able to one-shot it with either Ancient Power or Ice Beam or T-Bolt, to be honest. We should be able to kill it with anything. Aerodactyl is going to go for the Ancient Power, and that's a special attack, and Aerodactyl's special attack is pretty bad, so that does absolutely nothing. That doesn't even leave a scratch on our Aurorus. Ice Beam, on the other hand, leaves way more than a scratch on this Aerodactyl. It's just going to take him out in one hit. So we've battled all the trainers in our little group that we started the game with, and we defeated all of them back to back to back. It was the friend Gauntlet, and we came out on top. So there is still so much I don't know, and we're about to actually get an HM for our troubles here, which is the only one that we don't have at this point, is going to be Waterfall. Unfortunately, like I said, we cannot use it until we get past the 8th gym leader, and that's going to be something that is like probably 2 episodes away, because next episode we're going to be doing Route 20, because we have to like go find the gym leader and all kinds of stuff before we can actually battle him, so I think it's going to take 2 episodes. Anyway, Sean is talking about how many wonderful memories she's made, and there we go, HM05, there's the waterfall. I don't know who I'm going to teach that to yet, but I'll figure it out, maybe Lapras. And she mentions you need the Snowbell City Gym badge in order to be able to use it. I just went over that, so we still are not even at Snowbell City yet, although the entrance is over here somewhere. Oh, well, it's right here, actually, okay. So we didn't even have to battle anyone else. My dowsing machine is telling me that there's an item over here. I don't know where, though. Am I just completely missing it? Where are you, item? Okay, let's just follow it, like, step by step by step here. Did I lose it? Alright, so it has to be, like, to the side, maybe? I don't even know what's going on right now. We should probably use a max repel, though, because I'm definitely going to get attacked by a wild Pokemon. Where is this thing? Okay, it's this way. Oh, it's probably in that little patch right there in the corner. Why didn't I think of that? There we go. All of that for a timer ball. We wasted 2 max repels. That was silly. I don't know. I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it. I'm bad at finding hidden items. I really, really am. I don't like the dowsing machine in this game. I'm not a fan of how it works. Anyway, we're about to reach Snowbell City, and I think we're actually going to call it an episode here because we just reached the 25-minute mark. Next time, we'll do some exploring here in the city, and we'll go in all the houses. There's some TMs and items and random things that we can get, I'm sure, because there's something in every town. So, you know, we'll try to find some things. Then we'll head out into the woods of Route 20. In search of the gym leader for this town, and hopefully get to at least start the gym by the end of the next episode. That is the game plan, but that's going to be it for this time, guys. So thank you very much for watching, as always, and do not forget to click that thumbs up button right below this video if you enjoyed it, because it does help out a lot, and I will see you all for the next episode. But until then, game on.